How's it going, guys? Housekeeping, A&E hardwood, beautiful stems, kind of brindle. I know the light ain't good. I'm sitting outside. I did the yard today and did the mulching mower, mulched up all these leaves. They look like fall, but they're just so crispy and dry, they ain't even sticking together. Uh, in it, some cobblestone brick. It's a crumble cake. It says an English plug. Be using my little aluminum nail tamper from GW. Enlightened with this I can't read it. Something about a frog or something. A beautiful night. I hope everybody enjoyed their super blue moon. Me and Marshall was out pretty much all night looking at it, taking pictures and sitting outside. That hurricane, we was having winds here. You know, it wasn't nothing bad, but it was blowing pretty gusty. But you could feel it. It was in bands, and it brought some cooler weather. Like out here, it feels like 74 or something like that. I don't know what the temperature is, but low humidity, and it feels really nice. The moon's looks super full and bright like last night. Labor Day weekend here in the United States. Got the windows open in the house. Um, Working on Marsha's little angel fountain. Runs water. Hadn't been run since the flood. I just plugged it in. It pumped a little bit and then closed off. What are you doing, meow kitty? She just come jumped in my lap. Crazy cat. Plan on frying up some fish. My nephew in Houston gave me some beautiful catfish fillets. They had went whatever time that I was supposed to go with them. He had chartered a guide and everything, but they got into them thick, and they caught a whole boatload of fish. That's when Marcia had her stroke, though. I like the way that the Latakia is in here. It's not overpowering. There's a spiciness to it and a kind of a perfumey. It's not floral, but I don't know how to word it. There's so many guys with great palettes and great descriptions in the YTPC. I sure love the YTPC. Kitty's I hear her purring. No, 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 no. She got yesterday. I ignored her. I was watching Titus. Titus is completely blind now. So I was tending to him, and he was just kind of sitting there while she was trying to get my attention, and then reached up. And I had these light pajama pants on, these PlayStation ones, and dug her claws into my leg. She didn't try to climb up me, she just scratched me. I was like, what the hell's wrong with you? I got the water hose after her. I watered everything. I'll spin it around, let y'all see. I just finished watching the weather. It's like 10:20 now, 10:15. They say a little bit, and about 10:15 through 10:20, they finish the weather up. That's all I watch it for. I don't care about none of the other mess. Somebody got some nice pipes on their bike. I don't know if it's translating. If you can hear the motorcycle that just went down the road. Beautiful full moon. Beautiful tobacco. A&E. Let's see the end of that. No, you can, but I had one, yes, a few years back. Had a problem with the stem, and he said send it in, I'll fix it. And I sent it in. It's perfect now. I only have like, besides that hickory one that I made with the bear and this one, and I've got one made out of pear wood. I got one about 3/4 of the way finished, made out of apple. But this barrel here, you can really chooch on it. That's why I come outside, because I wanted to heat this English plug up and see what it's all about. When you sip on it, you get a certain flavor, but when you heat something up, kind of like charring a steak, you get that other flavor, and you don't want to do aromatics that way, but the other don't do Virginias that way, because they'll bite you. I got some black flake. It's McClellan's. When you open the jar, it smells like Worcestershire sauce. I swear. I've got another esoterica that has that Worcestershire smell to it. It ain't barbecue. It's to me. It has that same, whatever that dominating flavor is, Worcestershire. That's got that same. Even got that little tang smell to it. But them, I think they're Virginians. I hadn't looked it up. They're black. I mean, you can torque on that stuff, and whenever you do, it just, I don't know, push you in another realm. Uh, Beautiful, quiet night. Not much traffic. I love our little neighborhood. It's close enough to the city where you can just jump in your car and run and go get you some groceries or get something to eat and be out of there. I'm like right outside the city limits, like a half a mile. But a total different way of life out here. People will be out there riding their four wheelers, shooting their guns, and dogs running everywhere, cats running everywhere. Kids running everywhere. I was out here mowing. I had my iPod with the earphones going on. This little girl next door, she really dotes on Marcia. She come asked how she was doing and if she was busy, and I told her what Marcia was doing. I'm not going to tell y'all. I probably shouldn't have told her, but she was working on some cosmetic thing. And I told her, you know, she was busy and I was busy, so I can't talk no more. And I put my earphones on and I turned around, got to the mower, started it up, turned around, she's still sitting there. She's like, I'm just going to watch you for a little bit. I said, why don't you go ride your bike and go on and do what you're doing? I said, I don't like people watching me. She said, yes, sir. Just the sweetest little girl. Got just a hint of wind uh, blowing east, southeast. Now, the Latakia is not even a player in it now. It's so light in there. I don't know what the tobaccos is. I don't really I don't really research stuff. I just smoke it and see what it tastes like. I like whenever people like Tim or Kevin Hobbiton Piper break it down, you know, the components and stuff, and tell you all about it. They got good forums too, you know. I jumped on and looked at that, but it's that's like learning to me, and my head's full. My head's full. I don't want to learn nothing else. Not right now. Plate's full with Marcia. When she gets back uh, doing good, I can I'll be thankful. How about that? Been playing on the Sega Genesis the Jungle Strike and Metalhead with the 32X attachment. and played some Outrun too on the Genesis. That was earlier today. Last night, I was playing Castlevania Game Boy Advance through the Game Boy player on the GameCube on the TV, where I don't have to look at the little screen. Like sometimes I'll come out here and play him. I did some mods to them where I got backlights, set out here and play games and just chill out. I need to get a one of them. I can't remember what they're called, like a Rondiac or something like that. It's made out of pithy cypress. When you sit down in it, you just kind of fall back into it and chill. It's got big armrests where you can put your beer or your pipe and tobacco or whatever, good places to set stuff. You can set your plate of food. But I had an old man lived on the river. He's a hermit. His name was Jack Hartchuck. He used to make her fish boxes, all kinds of stuff. He even built Mama's greenhouse in the backyard when we lived on the river. This tobacco's got some players in it, got notes that come through. It's a pretty dynamic little plug. Whenever I opened it up, I seen like plastic, like we had some instant coffee that got real hot during the flood, and it turned into like this bar, like a candy bar type of thing. That's what I thought whenever I looked in there. I was like, oh, this stuff done got superheated or whatever. They pressed the fire at it, but it was just covering. It's just a crumble cake up underneath it. Really easy to pinch off and just rub it straight. You can just like rub it and hold over your tin and just go straight into your pipe. I noticed with the tamper that it stays pretty firm. It don't have like a fluffy ash like some of the tobaccos I smoke. What a night. Just sitting here looking at the moon, looking at my pretty lamp and stuff, and just thankful. Must have some humidity. I can hear a little bit of gurgle on my pipe. What I like to do is just kind of blow back through it. Not enough to blow your ashes and shit, but just to look out. Tilt it down and blow that moisture onto that coal and let it evaporate it. Whatever you do, don't tilt it up, because that nasty stuff will run in your mouth, spoil your good pipe. I do that sometimes when I mow and be kind of slobbering in it and wet, and not paying attention, and tilt that bowl up. I normally smoke a Zulu or a semi-bent whenever I'm mowing. I got a yellow bowl and K. Woody Zulu that just light as feathers, and Sometimes I'll do that with my teeth, kind of pull it and the stuff run down there. Ooh. Hear the train. Hear the coyotes. Ain't many coyotes this year. Normally they'll be howling. And they hadn't even really heard them. I guess the heat's keeping all the breeding and stuff down. He's blowing. Sometimes whenever they're running heavy, whatever it is running through here and heavy, you can feel some vibrations in the house. But that one, he's moving along pretty good. You know, everything else, I kept my fruit trees watered. They're still kind of dying back, but I've been blessed to keep this front, and most of it's just like common, what you'd say, weed or whatever. But they're all different, and some of them got different leaves and stuff. You know, we got the rose bush here, got the Confederate rose popping up. It hadn't bloomed anything. It's about 7 foot now. But I just enjoy the green. Everything else is kind of yellow and brown from the drought. Keep the front part of the yard watered, but it ain't enough. You know, that heat just, I think 31, tomorrow will be 32 days, 100-degree temperature. Cooked some cabbage last night. I did a video on it. I'll probably post it before I post this one. Now Kitty's back. What a beautiful night for a curse. That's off of a Castlevania video game. For those that don't know, you're this guy with this whip, and you can get like powered up fire and all kinds of stuff with the whip, but you go and fight Dracula's minions and go after him. No. She's looking, she got up on her butt and ready to jump up. I got these thin pants on, boy, her nails dig in. Get off the tripod, go. Alright guys, it's almost 25 minutes. I hope y'all enjoyed the tranquil train noises and a chat with your brother from another mother. YTPC for life. Peace out from Texas.